White or black? This is the question, and today it's referring to the HTC One. Of course, the answer could have been easier or harder depending on whether HTC would have decided to give us additional color options. But no, they kept it classic, conservative black and white. I'm Anton, this is Pocket Now, and you're watching HTC One color options compared. Let's check them out. Now, I've decided to start this video by showing you the back of these phones and by showing you that right now the black one has no fingerprints. I did my best to wipe it off, and we'll see how it attracts and how it displays fingerprints after I handle the phone. And the same thing is valid for the silver/white version of the HTC One. It is shiny new both on the back and on the front. You can see there are no fingerprints right now. So let's lay them down and start to handle these two, and hopefully you'll get a sense of how they collect fingerprints. Now, it's a no-brainer. We have a black HTC One on the left and the white HTC One on the right. The black one is really black. It's not like the iPhone 5 where in different lighting conditions it might display dark blue, and the white one is not white, it's actually silver, aka the natural color of aluminum. And both phones have plastic inserts. The silver one has a white plastic insert above the camera and below the HTC Beats branding, while the black one has black plastic inserts on the top and right on the bottom. And we're starting to collect fingerprints. Now, taking a look on the side, we have volume rockers, which on the black one are black and they are silver on the white one. Going on to the top, the power buttons are both black, and that's because HTC has managed to hide an IR blaster behind the button itself. Flipping them to the other side, we'll see the micro SIM card slot, and of course the color is the same. Now, above the edges, all the way to the top and going all the way around, you'll see some plastic inserts, and it might remind you of the HTC Droid DNA. Those phones had red inserts. Now, this is white on the white, and it's black on the black HTC One. Now, taking a closer look at the top, let's see if we can try to zoom in and still maintain focus. You'll see that the speakers, which are part of the boom sound experience, so the top speakers are grilled, and the holes are really neat. There's no problem there, and the same applies for the bottom of the phone. You can see them right here. They're very well executed. Let's wipe it off. And of course the HTC logo on the middle, which is not a button, unfortunately, even though some hacks suggest that it might actually work as a button. Back and home buttons on the bottom. Now, flipping them to the back, there's absolutely no difference. We have the cameras on the top and the Beats audio branding on the bottom. Now, I'm handling these phones right now, and I'm touching them and I'm using them like I would normally use, and let's see how they hold up. As you can see, the HTC One on the right, which is the black one, starts to exhibit some nasty fingerprints, while the white one is hiding them, concealing them very well. Going on to the front now is something which I've seen on the HTC One. The HTC One manages to deter fingerprints really well. So if you use the phone like you would use any other phone, in my experience, the HTC One collects less fingerprints on the front glass than other phones. Now, due to the great design of the HTC One, both of these phones are looking good. Which one should you get? Well, if you don't mind the fingerprints on the back, which, believe me, are quite difficult to get rid of, then by all means go with the black one. It is elegant, it looks good from a distance, it looks good in the hand. If you would prefer a light color, one which manages to conceal your fingerprints, it's easier to clean on the back, and it's trendy, then you should go with the silver version. Now, talking a little bit about the design, you will see that both of these phones, while made out of aluminum, let me put them like this, maybe I'll try to get some focus here. They have this chamfered edge right here, and the glass kind of follows the contour all the way to the bottom. And as you can see right here, it goes round and round, and it's also present on the back. And the black one is not different at all. You can see it right there. The glass follows the contours, and it goes all the way to the back and then front and round and round. We've seen this on the iPhone 5 before. Now there's a problem with the iPhone 5. The chamfered edge, once you drop it or you scratch it, it will get some nasty dents. Now whether this is the question also with the HTC One, it is too early to tell. We've been using these phones for less than a week and we've been kind of gentle, and so far we've seen no scratches on them, neither on the front nor on the back. But as usual, with an aluminum which is anodized and it's getting a color other than its natural color, there are always chances of chipping them. So the safe option would be to go with the white one. However, if you are like me and you take good care of your phones, maybe you throw in a case, which I hate, then you can go with the black one. My iPhone 5 has been holding up very well. I had both the white and the blacks, just like with the HTC One, and I'm sure if you take good care of your phone, you don't drop it, then it will serve you very well and it will look exactly like in day one, even after a long period of time. And at the end, just a quick design cue. Let's see if we can get a real close focus right here on these buttons. I'm not sure my camera is able to pick that up. There's a texture on this button and it's a circular texture. Let me try to do my best and zoom in and see if we can get some focus right there. We got it for a second and maybe you can see it here. It looks nice and it's exactly the same on the black one too. So this is nice. We like the overall design and we like what HTC did with the One. Now that we've seen the differences between the white and the black HTC One, I encourage you to follow the link in the description. You're gonna land on pocketnow.com, an editorial of mine where I choose my personal favorite between the black and the white HTC One. But only do that after you follow us on all the usual channels. You know exactly where to find us. This has been Anton, you've been watching Pocket Now, and I thank you very much for that.